of Liquid Lyrics. You don't have to clap again either.
Nah, okay, cool.
You can just run it.
Right. Hello, family. How are you all today? Nikki G here for the first installment of our new podcast called The Cult of Liquid Lyrics. I'm here with
Soundboard.
Mr. Pottsy, a.k.a. Well, no, it's probably the other way around. It's Corey J. Potts, a.k.a. Pottsy.
What's good, man?
How you doing, my bro?
I'm really well, thank you. I'm terribly nervous. I've never been on a podcast before.
Well, this is my first ever attempt at doing a podcast. I've been a guest on a podcast, but I haven't actually sat down with anyone to do something like this.
That's crazy. That's
It
so
is.
crazy. I've listened to you on a podcast before.
Do I sound sexy?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, great.
You sound beautiful.
That's all that matters.
That's an inside joke for all you Liquid Lyrics people.
Yeah.
Remember
If you
that?
Yeah.
You remember that night where you
Totally.
where you were like, all right, I'm so sick of saying beautiful. I'm going to start saying sexy. Everybody correct me.
Yep.
Inside joke for everybody that's only been to Liquid Lyrics from, the last few months, like a couple of
Which
years
you're not
ago.
a true cult follower if that's the case.
Join and drink the Kool-Aid. Hold on, I got some right here.
Yeah, me too.
We're sipping on some fantastic Black Rifle cotton. I'm only kidding. What is this, gun cotton coffee? It's all about guns, isn't it?
It is gun cotton.
What's up with
yes.
coffee and being about guns?
I don't know. I got AK-47 as well. I feel like I've been blown apart with an AK-47
Yeah.
when I have these coffees some morning. The bulletproof, it's the way to go.
Pow, 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 pow. So dumb, hey.
So dumb.
Who's here? Someone's just arrived.
Someone has just arrived.
Oh,
Yep.
that's our housemate.
That's our housemate. So that's all good. This is what happens when you have a podcast
in your living room.
in your living room.
In
but
your
hey,
living room. That's okay. It's not a real podcast.
No. Nothing
Or
about
is
this
it?
is real.
It could be a real podcast. You decide.
I'm just an AI generated image.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
They've done really good at you, man.
They have, yeah.
That worries me a little bit that you seem just as real as normal, but you're not real today. They're getting pretty up there with their ability to do holograms now, hey?
Dude, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, I think they put a few cameras in a room, put you on a green screen, and then they can live stream you anywhere, and you look real.
Totally. And they can also do it with your voice as well. I don't know if you've seen any videos where they're basically doing videos of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it just sounds like him.
Dude,
100%.
I feel like in this political climate, you can't say his last name if you're white.
Schwarzenegger? Well, what does it mean?
I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Is Schwartz mean black in?
I don't know. I don't know.
German?
I feel like the last phrasing of his name is not something that I'm allowed to say,
No, it's Nager.
Is it?
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let's just get that right.
Okay, sorry. I'm racist and I didn't realize. Okay, I guess that's the beautiful thing about a podcast. You can learn a lot about yourself. So what's up with Liquid Lyrics this time round?
Hello, housemate.
Hello, Stacey.
How you doing?
Yeah, maybe.
No, you're not. Definitely not going to be on camera.
You're definitely going to be on audio recording though.
So, Liquid Lyrics.
What's up with this next Liquid Lyrics, man?
Well, this next Liquid Lyrics is going to be a big one because you are the feature artist, and it seems to be that every time you're the feature artist, people just want to come. I don't know, like you're a sexy motherfucker, but maybe you got some talent as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm terribly unprepared for this one.
You say that every time, and then you just kill it.
That's the thing. Low expectations, so you don't think too much of what's about to happen, and then you just drop your shit on the people.
Well,
and hopefully it's well received. I guess like the last one, I think you sold over 100 tickets to the last one
did.
that I performed at.
Yeah.
That was really nerve-wracking for me, actually.
that
I
was
think
at the
that
Space
was
Between, right?
Yeah,
When
that
we
was
first came to that new space, by the way. Yeah, where Liquid Lyrics is run at the Space Between in Coolum. Check it out. if you haven't.
shout out to the Space Between and the Space Next Door.
Space Next Door coming.
On
We'll
the
talk
way.
about that now.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cogs and springs in the background. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really excited for this one. Raw and Real, I guess you do a really cool thing for the artists that you put on. You kind of base a theme around sort of their style of music that they do. And I try to bring some raw and real things about my life, my story, about what I see in the world as honest and vulnerably as I can to my music whilst trying to keep it fun and enjoyable. So I don't know, man. Thank you for the opportunity of performing to, large amounts of people that have no idea who I am, and it's a perfect space.
I don't know if that's true anymore. I mean, you've been on a few stages in the last few years, so I think people do know who you are.
I feel like people turn up at these shows because I'm around Liquid Lyrics from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the way that I show up is raw and real and vulnerable and impactful.
Yeah.
It might not be incredible. I might not win all of the poetry slams. Not that that's my goal. But I think that, you know, they're like, oh, this dude that does that thing every now and then, like, oh, he's actually performing for an extended period of time. Like maybe that might be enough of a draw card for some of the people that have seen me to be like, oh, it's worth, I won't miss this one. Just out of sheer curiosity of like, what can this guy do with half an hour?
Well, I think that's one aspect of it, but also the other aspect is that, and not to take away from the quality of your performance and who you are as a performer and your content, which I think is brilliant, and also
don't fucking take it away from
quite vulnerable. But I also think it's the themes that we come up for you.
Yeah,
like there's something about those themes that just really hit home for people, and you know, obviously, you know, this one being raw and real. I mean, that's kind of the backbone of what the cult of Liquid Lyrics is, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Shout out to the cult of Liquid Lyrics. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink it all.
Come and play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that and I think that they lean towards every artist's, you know, like truest potential as well. You know, like the first theme I did was Love.
It was,
right? Remember
this will be your third.
This is my third.
Your third.
This is my
feature.
third one in the 5-year span. But the first one was Love, and like I write a lot of love songs, so it's really easy for me to be quite vulnerable with love. And then the second one, what was the last one?
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah, so like these are all themes that I think every artist has written about or has, you know, something to share on. So, you know, perhaps that also
Makes
is a
it
bit
accessible.
of a draw card for people that want to come and share. And that's a cool thing about Liquid Lyrics. If you get your name in the hat within 16 people, which is pretty easy to do most of the time, like there's your 3 minutes on stage. There's your 5 minutes on stage if you're me. I always do 5 minutes for some reason.
Because you like to break the rules.
Yeah, totally. I'm not, as I said, I'm not really here to win. I'm just here
Even
to share.
though you're in the final this year and you were a finalist.
Did
last
I win
year.
the first poetry slam of the year?
Yes, you did.
I was just trying to get it done so I could get in the final and not come to Liquid Lyrics again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much.
How does it make
not
you...
much of a disciple, are you?
No,
I must
not...
be a very good cult leader.
I mean, you're
not
fine.
coming to every single one.
You're a fine cult leader. I just, you know, I think for myself. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And I'm not saying that you all don't think for yourselves either. Maybe you do.
Well, so, you know, that's the interesting thing about the cult of Liquid Lyrics is like we still allow people to think for themselves. As long as they just keep showing up and giving their money, they can do whatever they want.
Totally.
Yeah.
Give the money.
It's all about the money.
It's
I don't
totally
care about
all
anything
about the
else.
money, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of money,
Fuck the art.
if anybody has any spare money, I would be more than willing to take it off your hands.
I would love that too. I know that money can be a burden for some people, so yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
If you're
I've got empty
relinquishing
pockets.
your attachment and you're going to sell all your stuff, at least line the pockets of the people that want it.
Yeah. I can do probably better things with your money than you can. Like
Jesus,
fix my handpan.
Yeah. Yeah, tell the
Fix my
people
one wheel.
Tell the people what happened with the handpan, dude.
I got a shitty stand for my handpan and I was and put it on that stand and it kind of unbalanced and I reshifted it thinking it was all good and then turned around and it just fell on its face and now it's, to put it politely, totally fucked.
Totally
so
fucked.
hopefully it can get fixed.
Totally fucked.
Any
I
of
reckon it'll
y'all
get
had
fixed.
an instrument? I've this is like the third instrument that's broken now. The first one was I sat down on my ukulele when I was having a pretend fight with my daughter and just broke the neck of it. The second one, this beautiful man stepped back when he was
Sexy.
doing sound for a sound healing event that I was doing with a friend doing yoga, and he stepped back onto my flute and crushed it.
Fucked it.
And now it's my...
I replaced it.
You replaced it, yeah.
replaced
He was
it.
a good man.
I replaced it.
Yeah.
And but you know, I've broken instruments I haven't replaced. Sorry, Natalie. The microphone slipped into a singing bowl, and I was doing some audio for her at Phil Barlow's show.
Oh,
and, gone.
Right. So that's a common theme for you.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
So if you want a great sound guy that will potentially break some of your instruments, Corey's also a producer and a sound engineer.
I'm totally here to help you destroy all of your fucking most cherished things. Hey,
It's all going to turn to dust anyway.
totally.
Mate, speaking of instruments, let's move on to having a bit more of a chat about you and your instrument, which is your voice and your writing. So
Yeah.
how do you get prepared? So you say you're telling me you're underprepared or unprepared for Liquid Lyrics.
Yeah.
Which is only
That's not true.
6 days away. It's not true.
It's not true.
Right.
It's not true.
How do you prepare? What
how
do you
do I
Yeah.
prepare? So first things first, because it's theme based, I
Mhm.
have to look at my catalog and see what fits the theme.
Yeah.
I did ask you a question a few days ago because if you all didn't know, we live together, so he's really accessible to
This is our
me.
lounge room.
Ha ha, sucks to be you guys. I know you'll want some of that Nicky D, but it's mine. Yeah, so I'll look at the catalog. I asked you a question, which was like, what do you want to see from me? You know, like, because I could just turn up with the songs that I like to play and play those, but because it's based around a theme, I checked the catalog, I asked questions. He said he wanted to hear new stuff. And to be really honest, I have a bunch of really vulnerable, really raw, really real new music that I haven't played before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that feel edgy for you?
Pardon?
That feel edgy for you?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like, preparing those songs, playing them in the car when I'm going places, just rehearsing. It looks like rehearsing every day, really.
Yeah.
And fine tuning any mix elements that I don't like, making sure that everything sounds the way that I want it to sound, that will work for a live show.
Mhm.
And just doing the thing, showing up, doing the thing. I think a lot of the preparation actually for a good performance is in the lead up to it, but also on the night or on the day or on, it's that hour before you go on stage.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with your thoughts?
Yeah.
What's your self-talk like? Like, have you done everything before that to feel prepared? And if you're not feeling prepared, like, how do you manage that situation? For me, and I don't know if there's any other musicians listening right now, it looks like making sure that my voice is active and ready, making sure that I'm breathing into my stomach, making sure that I'm present in my body. It's like, it is that lead up, but it's also like that, all right, you're on in half an hour.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
Yeah.
Have you got those bad notes and that off pitch? Is that gone yet? Because if you don't warm up your voice and if you're not in your body for it, like you can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. So for me, a big part of the performance side of things is just that initial preparation before you go on stage.
Okay. All right. So
I'll probably take off and go upstairs.
Yeah.
Like an hour before the show. And
so you've talked
about
what you do to prepare your voice, the physicality of the performance.
Yeah.
I know you quite well, and I've seen you a number of times before you're about to get on stage, and you're quite often a little bit nervous.
I'm very nervous, yeah.
Or you're doubting yourself.
Uh-huh.
So I'd like to ask you what you would do or could do or feel like you should do.
Yeah.
Using that word, should.
Yeah, shoulds are bad.
Shoulds are bad. To mentally prepare yourself, or is that self-doubt and that anxiety and that nervousness part of the process so that you give your best performance, or are you trying to downplay your own self so you don't feel disappointed? Because I've heard you kind of go, I'm not going to do very well, I'm not prepared, this rhetoric comes out.
Totally. Well, it's quite a loaded question. If I wasn't nervous and I didn't doubt myself, I would be worried as to why I don't care.
Gotcha.
So those nerves are real every single time. Even if I'm just getting up to do some poetry, like it's obviously I'm a little more nervous when I'm sharing more quantity of time, more quantity of art, because there's more things that can go wrong in that moment. What do I do to get through? I breathe. I literally breathe every single time. I breathe until that feeling goes away. That's how I do that. But that feeling's there every single time.
Gotcha.
And there's no escaping it. It's just like if you didn't prepare enough, well then you're gonna face more of that feeling.
Yeah.
If you feel like you've done everything you possibly could to prepare in the lead up to that moment, then you've got to do something about that feeling.
Yeah.
And convert it from that nervousness to that excitement, because they're very similar states, and everybody talks
Very
about it
close
being
related.
very similar states. So that's that mindset going into it. But then I breathe.
Yeah.
I take time to breathe and get that high vibrational, like jittery, like, oh, I'm nervous, like my fucking legs shaking, my eyes all lazy and shit, you know, like I try to get myself to a point where that I can release that tension.
Yeah.
Before I go on stage.
Yeah.
That's like, so open the voice, and then okay, when the voice is open and it's like there's nothing else I can do there, it's like you got to focus on your breath.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got to say, it's only in recent times, like I've been emceeing and doing lyrics and, you know, doing spoken word, and, you know, speaking in front of people now for a good 5 years.
Yeah, well.
And it's only now that I'm actually starting to feel, I rarely get nervous anymore. It's more of an excitement, but I do have that lots of self-doubt talk.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, we're very similar like that.
We are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out, is that beneficial? What am I actually doing there? Am I creating an environment that I will fuck up and then it's okay because I've already prepared for it? Or am I kind of just speaking out any doubts so I kind of get them out of my head? Or am I reinforcing them? And these are the kind of questions that I'm coming at these days before I have to get on stage, because I notice that I do it every time, and so do you.
Every single time, yeah. It's the same. I mean, like, the process, I think, for you is a little bit longer spanned out. You know, maybe you can open this up for the people that don't know. Like, those doubts are like 2 weeks before your event.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
like, you're going through that process.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, haven't sold enough tickets. Like, no one's going to come to the event. Like, I'm going to lose money. Like, you know. And it's the same. Like, I feel the same about my events, except I'm still losing money. You know, like.
We just got to keep showing up.
Yeah, dude. Keep turning up. I feel like we're setting ourselves up for failure so that if we fail, we're already okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Because then you're like, oh, okay, well, that was, you know, that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
But like recovering in the moment from that failure. Like, how can you fuck up liquid lyrics? You know, like how can you
liquid lyrics? Not so much anymore. So liquid lyrics, like anything, the other things that I do is a different story. Like, you know, obviously getting on the big stages of Prana Fest, and,
totally.
You know, being in different environments, or going into an MC gig where I have no idea what kind of crowd I'm about to face. Liquid lyrics is kind of a no-brainer for me. So I never get nervous anymore. Like, something's just shifted in the last probably 4 or 5. I mean, I have been praying to the LL gods, you know.
Yeah.
I've been, you know, offering them blood sacrifices. You know,
Baba Deos, you gotta.
Little pin. Oh, we're not going to talk about Baba Deos here, man. Like,
no.
he's a competitor. He's his own cult leader. So
yeah, true.
You know, I'm trying to go against that guy.
True.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. But, you know, like a little pinprick, blood sacrifice, light some incense, maybe put a crystal up my butt. That's usually a way.
That usually does the job.
That usually does the job.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you ever need a hand putting a crystal up your butt, man. I'd be keen to see what
really
that process
appreciate that, man.
is
You're
like.
a solid guy. Hey, you really do a lot for
man.
me.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
I reckon we should probably wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to add? What can people expect from your performance at this month? It's coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. This month. It's like this week.
This week, yeah.
Yeah, this week. What can they... You know what? To be really honest, you can experience me sharing parts of myself that push up against the rhetoric of the now. You can expect me to share parts of myself that maybe you wouldn't feel like you want to share in front of a crowd of people.
Wow.
You can expect some banging beats. You can expect some love songs. You can expect it to be interactive. You can expect it to be raw and real. Like, I'm just going to showcase songs I haven't played before that are not finished songs, that are in work phase, and hopefully this, for me, you know, propels a new understanding of the music so that I can take them to their next level. You know, stepping stone. Like, don't expect an entire polished set of tracks that I've put out in an album yet. Just expect this to be a work in progress and as raw and real as I possibly can. And if you enjoy it and if you like it, just let me know. Yeah. You know. But yeah, man, maybe expect some of the ways that you think to be challenged. Yeah, okay. And if that's the case, you have to come and talk to me about it, because I don't want people fucking yelling at me while I'm performing. Save it until after. Yeah, you can click. Or just stay silent. Yeah. Or stand up and dance or whatever. That's a lot to expect.
We've got a lot to expect from you, mate. I hope you meet up to our expectations. The beautiful thing about Liquid Lyrics is the tagline that I quite often attach to Liquid Lyrics.
If you suck, it's okay.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk here. Expect the unexpected.
There we go.
And particularly with this theme. This is our awesome little flyer. I've already put all the posters up. This one is happening at 6:30 this Saturday at the Space Between. And Pottsy, you've got an event coming up on the night before. You want to quickly give a shout out to that?
Friday the 21st at Woodstack in Coolum, we have Hip Hop Haven open mic and showcase. So we have MC Medicinal. He's going to get up there. Some of you all might know him as Alex Mitchinson. He's going to get up there and do his thing for half an hour. And I have a bunch of artists already put their name in for their slot, 3 songs. It's a little bit longer than Liquid Lyrics, but I pretty much just copy pasted the event one thing to another, changed the genre. It's spoken word but with beats. It should be a good time. So yeah, if you like poetry, you'll probably like rap music, and if you like rap music, you should just come along and support.
Yeah, support local artists doing the good thing.
Totally. And make it so that I can not lose money, because I'm in the hole with this event, and it would be so sick if there could be a community of MCs and of R&B artists and of artists that like that genre of music that could just thrive on its own, you know, kind of like what Liquid Lyrics is, but less culty.
Less culty.
Less culty.
Well, I like the cultiness. We're going to bring in...
I guess you money, dude.
So maybe bring a candle for the next Liquid Lyrics.
When are you going to do like a sacrifice theme?
Oh, I don't know. I'll put it on the list of...
Or like an adults only theme.
Well, adults only theme is coming.
I don't think you can do that at the Space Between though.
Not the Space Between. Liquid Lyrics at the Gold Coast, that's a whole different ball game.
Dude, they're pretty erotic down there, aren't
they?
We'll
be doing in the coming months, we'll be doing a theme called Sex Stories.
Oh, geez, that would be fun. I might have to make it down there for that one,
dude.
I'll
be making it downtown for sure.
You're going to be definitely going to the Gold Coast for that one? I hope so.
I'm definitely going to the Gold Coast for that one.
When's your next Gold Coast gig?
On the 10th of August, and MC Medicinal will actually be the feature of that one. So we're just fishing on each other's wharves here for our feature artists.
Totally. You saw the bio that I wrote for him. He's like, I guess I could get him to come play now because there's at least a bio there.
There's a bio, photos, like poster ideas. It's great. Works well. So, okay, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. This Saturday, 22nd, Space Between, 6:30. This man is our feature. We've also got beautiful... chai, bliss balls, veggie curry with salad available.
Soul spread.
Plenty of beautiful, Soul Spread is doing that, and plenty of beautiful seating. So if you're a poet and want to come and share, come in around 6:30. We usually kick off about 7. This one's going to be a big one. Spaces might fill up quick, so if you're a poet, probably get in at 6, and then you'll get yourself a good seat as well. Pottsy, it's been beautiful having a chat with you in our beautiful home space.
Wow,
I reckon
fantastic.
we can make this a bit more of a thing.
Yeah, as a podcast. I guess maybe you could get every feature artist to come and sit on your podcast.
Also, I just like to just sit down and chat with you.
It's pretty fun, man.
Yeah.
We could talk all sorts of antics.
Yeah.
All
right, guys, have a beautiful day, and
see you all Saturday.
See you all when I see ya. Bye.